Edited masters are the final files which we will deliver to the client. These files need to be complete bodies, include the proper spacing, naming, and have the PUs inserted prior to completion. In this video, we will teach you how to take your project from QC to EMs and prepare your files for mastering. As soon as we started editing, we established the naming convention for the project. The EM file naming convention is the body or file number, followed by the chapter or section number, followed by the project title. Bear in mind that not all projects will contain only chapter breaks. Some may contain other devices to break up the text, such as sections, parts, or simply text breaks, illustrated by a symbol, for example. As you progress throughout the title, be sure that you follow this naming convention and that your body numbers remain successive no matter if the body is referring to a chapter, part, section, or other break. If you come across a body that exceeds 120 minutes during editing and QC, you'll need to separate it into two bodies at an appropriate point in the text and append the chapter name with A and B. When we are ready to export the final bodies of a project, we need to convert our generic chapter markers to CD track splice markers. First, make sure that there are no extraneous markers in your audio file. If there are markers remaining from the QC process, you will want to remove them. Next, make sure that your CD track start and end markers are at the very beginning and end of your file. Now, in the Markers window, select Function, Convert Marker Types. In the From drop-down menu, select Generic Marker. In the To drop-down menu, select CD Track Splice. Click OK. When you're finished, press Command-S to save your changes. Before we can export our EM bodies, we need to create a render preset. To do this, make a random selection of audio and press A to open the render window. In the File Format field, at the bottom of the window, click the filing cabinet icon and click Edit. In the Type field, select WAV, Microsoft, or .wav. In the Audio Format field, select PCM, uncompressed. In the Channels field, select Mono Mix. In the Sample Rate field, select 44,100 Hz and click OK if Wavelab asks you to confirm the change. In the Bit Resolution field, click the drop-down menu and click 16-bit. In the Metadata field, select Inherit from Source File. In the field at the bottom of the current window, click the filing cabinet icon on the right and click Save As. We'll call this preset emexport-mono.wav. When you're finished, click Save in the preset window, click OK in the encoder window, and click Cancel in the render window. Before we begin exporting our EMs, we need to rename our EM folders. Navigate to the mastered and unmastered folders inside of the EM folder and rename both sets of folders by replacing Book Title with Sample Edit. Now we can begin exporting. When delivering your final files, you will need to include a sample body from the text. This sample should be anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes long and should be a compelling sample which will help sell the book to the listener. We selected a much shorter sample due to the length of this narration. When selecting this sample, be sure not to include chapter announcements such as Introduction or Chapter 1. Also, if the title is an erotica or romance title, try to select a passage which is not too explicit. When you find the sample you feel is best, select the audio and press A to open the render window. Under Audio Range, make sure Selection is selected. Under Options, check Bypass Master Section on resulting audio file, as well as Bypass Master Section below it. You'll also want to uncheck Open Resulting Audio File. In the section below that, check Create Named File. Name the sample EM00 underscore sample underscore sample edit, all one word. In the Where File Selector box, click the folder icon and click Select Destination Folder. Navigate to the Wave EM Unmastered folder inside of the Unmastered folder within the EMs folder for this project, and press Choose. In the File Format field, click the filing cabinet icon and select the EM export-mono.wave preset we created in the previous step. Now, press OK to export your sample. Once you've exported your sample and all of your markers are converted from generic to CD track markers, you can export your final Wave EMs. With no audio selected, press A to open the render window. Under Multiple Sources, make sure Regions is selected. In the drop-down menu below Regions, select CD Tracks. Under Options, check Bypass Master Section on resulting audio file, as well as Bypass Master Section below it. You'll also want to uncheck Open Resulting Audio File. In the section below that, check Create Named File. In the Where File Selector box, click the folder icon and click Select Destination Folder. Navigate to the Wave EM Unmastered folder inside of the Unmastered folder within the EMs folder for this project, and press Choose. In the File Format field, click the filing cabinet icon and select the EM export-mono.wave preset. Click OK to export your EMs. Once the files have finished exporting, navigate to the Wave EM Unmastered folder and delete all .gpk and/or .mrk files. You can do this easily by going to List View and organizing the files by kind. Select the .gpk files and press Command-Delete to delete them. You'll notice there is also a folder for unmastered MP3 EMs. This folder can be used if you are required to submit unmastered MP3 files to the client. Typically, however, you will submit MP3s once the EMs are mastered. Once you have deleted the .gpk files, your EMs are ready for mastering.